a little bit about the history of the company
Sure.
and maybe what its current position is.
Peter Spano, I'm the president of Global Trash Solutions. We started the company about 2 years ago. Came across the idea that if we can compact trash, we can reduce the size of dumpsters. All the haulers are actually charging by the size of the dumpster and the frequency of pickups. So if you can reduce the size for the client, you can save the money. And to tell you, we kind of went into the idea not thinking we were actually, not knowing if we were going to make it, if we really had something. And we landed all the Burger Kings in the Keys about 2 years ago. It was the first big client. Came on board, said, I like the idea. He liked us, he liked me, and he says, we'll give it a shot. And it was our first big sale, and we went from our day jobs to completely all Global Trash Solutions, completely all in. So.
Okay, cool. So what was your competitive advantage there, and what technology then were you utilizing?
We basically searched out products and technology that was out there because we didn't have the ability to manufacture, and we found that there was trash compactors out there that were in place. Nobody was really selling them. What we did different was you have to actually negotiate with the trash haulers. You can't just kind of sneak this thing in there and expect the client to save money. So for this client in the Keys, we literally had to go to each trash hauler and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do it. And they're coming out less often. They would literally be there 6 days a week picking up Burger King garbage. Now they're coming like twice. So for them, it's less payroll, it's less gas, they're coming out less often. And so they're saving money. And they're passing that savings on to the client. And what started to happen was we were literally going out there trying to sell this to people. So we were a reseller for another compactor company. And we'd turn around and say, buy our product. You're going to save money, buy our product. And we did okay for the first year. We made enough to keep the lights on, to pay payroll, just enough to get by. And then we started to see it working. We're seeing people save 60% every time. So we started going out with a guarantee, kind of putting our own neck on the line again. It was kind of our next jump. Why try to sell it? If you're that confident, why not just give it to them? Why not let them try it? And we went to McDonald's Corporation, went to KFC, went to Taco Bell, went to some big places and said, look, we're established, we're in place, we haven't hit the home run, but we know it works. Let us put it in, try it. And what happened was immediately overnight, we went from this small little company with literally like 3 guys working here, and me being one of them, to almost 25 people in less than 12 months. Gained about 250 clients overnight. All fast food.
Wow.
For the most part.
So what's the market look like? What's your market share? Is there a niche that you guys will continue to focus on?
Well, the plan was we took our marketing up to a certain point and didn't go past that because we were really just a reseller for somebody else's product. So now that we manufacture our own machine, we're unstoppable. I mean, we were always afraid of getting cut out of the loop. We do all the hard work and all the marketing, and then they're just going to go factory direct. So instead now what we realized there's a lot of problems with older machines. They're 1980s technology, no one's updated it. We came out a bunch of young kids, a group from basically MIT, a bunch of engineers from New England, banded together and made literally the world's best indoor trash compactor. And now we're going to go to the masses. We're basically going to take my marketing plan is there's people out there just like us reselling other components, 80s kind of old technology, and they're making businesses out of it. There's thousands all over the world. We're going to go to all those people and partner up. No one's going to sell. Why sell that old when you've got this new product? The price is right in line. It's actually a better price than what they have now, and it's a 10 times better product. So anybody that pays for trash, the machine that we make, to answer your question of who would be the market, if you pay for trash, you can use our machine. So it's anything from residential, hospitals, believe it or not, cruise ships, anybody who has a need to kind of either save money, they want to be green, and start. They're basically just taking trucks off the road. You're saving fuel by doing it.
Maybe reestablish the new compactor for me, and then how that might change your business model, your growth potential, and maybe your approach to the company itself in the next 5 to 10 years.
Sure. Well, a big turning point was when we went to corporate McDonald's, who was amazing. Literally let us in and opened their door and sat us down and said, look, we like you guys, we like your idea, we like your concept. We came with some case studies. And they listed the issues right off the bat. I mean, we didn't have more than 50 locations, 50 clients, and they said, cleaning it's a pain, safety is an issue, transporting the garbage when it's full is an issue. So they kind of went down this laundry list of problems. Not being a manufacturer, we didn't have the ability to really fix those issues, but we'd kind of go out there and kind of put Band-Aids on everything. Partnered up with this company called Detector Technology up in New England, and right outside of Springfield, Mass. Chemical engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, good group, probably about 50 employees. And they did all the design. We told them all the problems. We sat up, and brainstorm in whiteboard meetings, just sitting there with pizza and writing down drawings and coming up with ideas. And probably went through about 6 prototypes before we came up with the final product, which is now market ready. We'll be hitting the streets September 1st of '09. So we're literally going to be able to now, all the issues everybody had. Like, we went to Burger King and said, hey, here's what we're doing. The safety feature, the safety problem, I should say, with all the old units, Burger King said no. He said, no, we're not going to go out there. You have no emergency stop on the machine. It operates with the door open. There were safety issues. So we addressed all of it. We addressed everything from the transporting, from the cleanliness to the durability, smart technology. We added a PLC, a computer, basically a brain behind the compactors, so that it knows what's going on, and it tracks everything down to how many times it compacts, if it's empty, full, whatever, safety. So we feel like we addressed it all and worked really hard in a short period of time. And now we can go back to everybody. We kind of knew not to go too far, like I was saying earlier, with marketing, because we were just a reseller. So now, watch out, Burger King, Wendy's, all the big, Chick-fil-A, the machine that you saw today is actually going into the Chick-fil-A next door from our office. And their trash bill was about $1,800 a month, and we're reducing it down to about $600. So, and the way we do it, this is important, and maybe we'll get to this, but it was important for the client to be cash positive right away. So we partnered with banks to actually get it done. So you take a guy paying $1,000 a month, you reduce him to $300, and then he can lease this for $200 a month. So he's literally gaining $500 a month on his store, where he has no way of doing that. These fast food restaurants, at least, they only market as much as they can. They can't drive more traffic to their business necessarily. So cutting costs is huge. Anything you can do. So that's been big, and we're excited about what's going to happen next. So,
is there anyone else out there doing this sort of thing?
There's a couple. What happens is when you come up with a good idea, people are going to copy it. The beauty of what we have, at least from my direction, the way I'm trying to take everybody here, our staff, is we want to go completely honest, completely upfront. Kind of just put ourselves out there. We're not afraid. So we'll go out and we're about doing the right thing. So when we're going out to, whether it's a trash hauler, whether it's the client, whether it's a major corporation, we'll put our neck on the line. And other companies are just, our motto is kind of good luck. Good luck, keep up. We're moving like a freight train to go from 3 guys to 25 people. To go from a company where our first year, I think we brought in probably a little less than $1 million, and this year we're on track for $5 million. We're improving profit margins. We're getting better at what we do. Good luck. Good luck. That's what I say. And there will be people that copy it. And a lot of this has been patented, a lot of patent pending. There's probably 4 or 5 different patents that will exist on this new machine that people won't be able to copy for the next 20 years. And we wish everybody the best, all of our competition. So, and there'll be more. I'm sure there will be. Where I'm at in this company is I want all this documented. We're pretty proud.
Yeah.
We're building something pretty unique, and it's going to be interesting. Within the next year, I think I picture us probably within a couple of years, we're probably like 50 people right here in house selling, going all over the place, and people know us. We're starting to brand ourselves now, but more than ever, I think we're going to change the way people handle trash.